Thank you, Eliane.
Okay, good morning.
Alian.
Go ahead, Dr. Ov.
Okay, good morning to everyone. Good morning to the listening public of Q95 and Vibes Radio. My name is Antonia Doctor, and I'm the Managing Director of Big Edge Financial Express. Big Edge is one of the authorized ECCB agents for DCash. We are indeed pleased to collaborate with ECCB and the NBD, two prestigious financial institutions in the Caribbean, and to be part of the DCash experience. So I therefore look forward to the usual informative and interesting discussion this morning.
Thank you, Dr. Ov. So go ahead, Charles.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the program. I am Kichivia Charles, and I am representing the ECCB DCash team, where we are hoping to share in a discussion this morning on our model new digital currency project. I am the lead on the project, so I'll be here to help you to understand more about this project and how it can benefit you.
Thank you very much. So we're in for some information, and Charles, we're going to ask you to get the ball rolling. We would like to know what exactly DCash is all about.
So thank you, Sharma. And again, I just want to let you know a bit about DCash. So what is DCash? DCash is simply a digital version of the cash that the ECCash that exists now. So currently you have DCash that you walk around with in your wallets or in your pockets, and you spend it at merchants, persons who offer goods and services to you. So DCash is just the digital version. It bears all of the characteristics of the cash that you would carry around. It's just that it's a digital form. It is safer, it is cheaper, and it's more secure. So DCash is transmitted via your smart device on your tablet or mobile phone, and it allows you to have cash anywhere you go. We know that most times you forget your wallet or your purses at home, and then you driving down the road and you see something and you want to grab it, but you're not able to do that because you don't have access to your cash. With DCash being on your smart device, which we know all of us always have our mobile phone, we might forget our keys, but we never forget our wallets, so our phones. So we are going to have access to cash all the time. So DCash offers you that. It's legal tender, as I said, it's issued only by the ECCB, and we continue to allow our commercial banks, our financial institutions, which are our commercial banks, to offer that to you. So the same way you will go to your bank to access physical cash, you can also access cash. And we will talk a bit more of some of the other ways that you can access DCash later on in the program. It also has direct parity, and when I speak of parity, I mean one physical EC dollar in your hand is worth the same thing if you have it in your DCash wallet digitally. And so it bears the same characteristics. It's the same exchange rate fixed to the US dollar. So $1 US is worth 2.7 EC dollar digitally also. And it just it's not interest bearing, just to say if you have DCash on your wallet, you're not going to earn interest on it. If you have it in your bank account, if you have cash if you have money in your bank account, you do earn some interest. So that's something you will have to consider, how much you want to keep on your wallet as opposed to how much you want to keep in a bank account. So that's what DCash is in a nutshell. And we'll speak more about the product as we go along with the program this morning.
And just to add simply, DCash is safe, it is fast, and it is cheap.
That's it. Thank you, Abel. So we have two institutions in Dominica who is partnering with ECCB in the whole introduction of DCash in Dominica. We have the National Bank of Dominica and we have Big Edge. So Abel, you will tell us, why did National Bank decide to partner with us, and then we'll move across to Big Edge.
Okay, so NBD recognizes the opportunity for growth and development within the market. And, we aim to continuously improve on our customer satisfaction. So we look for ways to meet those needs. And this is one of the reasons why NBD has onboarded on this project with ECCB. It's an opportunity to grow and to enhance our customers and our business partners, aka our merchants.
Thank you, Dr.
Well, well, first of all, as I said previously, I would like to thank the ECCB for inviting Big Edge to be part of this novel project. We see this collaboration as a means of serving our unbanked citizens who have really been left out. Those are the citizens who do not have the traditional bank account. So having their digital cash on their smart devices to pay for goods and services, and also transferring monies in the comfort of their homes, in the comfort of their bedroom, without having to pay fees, will obviously provide them with that feeling of financial inclusion, empowerment, and resilience. So we encourage our citizens to download the app, come on board as soon as DCash goes live in November. We think the benefits are endless.
Okay,
and just to add, Shuma, even during this time when we have the ongoing pandemic, it is a safer means for customers to make purchases or transfer funds. So that is another benefit of DCash.
Surely it is. So National Bank, we are told, is going to be the financial institution onboarding
That's
customers
correct.
for DCash, and Big Edge will be the agent. So Ms. Charles, you're going to tell us what the differences are between the financial institution and the agent.
Okay, so for this project, a financial institution are commercial banks. We allow commercial banks. Currently, they are financial institutions within our system, and we also have extended it to credit unions who want to participate with us. So credit unions and commercial banks will be allowed to participate as financial institutions. Now, as financial institutions, they are allowed to offer DCash to their customers. Similarly, we have what we call agencies, and that is where Big Edge come in. We are partnering with companies who are licensed, financial services companies who are licensed either by the ECCB or the government, the Financial Services Authority. So you have to be a financial services company, a non-bank, but you have to be licensed. We have to also understand that you have an active compliance function within your institution so that you are able to carry out our compliance goals. Of course, we are all aware of all the compliance requirements, the anti-money laundering, the FATCA requirements, all of those things which make it prohibitive, and we'll speak a bit more about that for customers to have bank accounts. So these things are not left out of this product. As we mentioned, this is a secure and safe product. So we had to embed in it a lot of safety features. And so we wanted to make sure we have credible and reliable partners within this product. So the agencies will be performing the role for us to bring in those persons who doesn't have a bank account, among other factors, and the financial institutions, of course, for those with existing accounts, they will offer those to their customers. You would understand later that there's a difference in those two types of partners, and it's mainly the limit that will be offered to the customers, and we will discuss that more as the program continues.
Thank you. Now, there are some terms we would like to make sure that we get out there for our listeners to understand. So when we're using them, they will be able to understand what it is we're saying. So there's a term we call user, there's merchant teller, and we have the agent, and we also have the financial institution. You indicate what the financial institution is, and in Dominica, our financial institution is National Bank of Dominica. The agent, which is Big Edge, is the institution we're dealing with in Dominica, and they will deal with anybody who is interested in using DCash, but that person does not have an account at the National Bank of Dominica. The two other terms we would like you to clarify is merchant and merchant teller, and also user.
Mm-hmm. All right, so and just to note that National Bank, we are not envisioning that National Bank will be the only financial institution in Dominica, but they have come on board and help us to launch
Correct.
this
We are
pilot
first
within
on
the
board.
country. Yes. And so I must say also that this project is a pilot project. So what we are doing is testing this product to see if it's viable, if we want to take it commercial, if we want to have this as something, forever. So we are hoping from the pilot within a 12-month period to learn about, do people want to have this product? Has it been beneficial to people and to the ECCU? And so we are hoping to learn a number of things from the pilot, and then we will do our assessment, our evaluation, and make our decision.
Okay,
yeah.
So from date of launching, if we launch in Dominica in November, within that year, based on the usage and the demand for the product, ECCB will determine whether it continues on.
Right. So over a 12-month period in each country that we launch, and then afterwards we will evaluate the entire project. Because remember, we are already in 5 countries, by the way: St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, Grenada, Antigua, Barbuda, and the St. Kitts and Nevis. And we are now trying to launch in Dominica, Montserrat, and Willow, because we want the entire ECCU to be a part of this project. So it will be a holistic evaluation that we'll be pursuing. No one country will help us to determine. We'll have to see how it benefits the overall ECCU region. So if I get back to what a user is simply someone who is going to have a wallet with digital currency in it and be able to use it to make payments for goods and services, or to transfer money to and from, friends and family. And those are the 2 use cases. The main use cases for this product is to allow persons to pay for goods and services and to make transfers within the ECCU. So a user is anyone who has a wallet and are able to put money on the wallet to do these 2 things. A merchant is any person who is offering a good or service to a customer, and so the user will use that service and make payment via their wallet. So a merchant is anybody who is offering goods and services and will have the capacity to receive payments via the DCash system. A merchant teller is a merchant who has agreed to cash in and cash out DCash. So similarly, where you have you top up your cell phone. So in a sort of way, it's a top up. So if I have DCash, if somebody sends me DCash and I am not able to use the DCash, there's no merchant for what I want who will accept the DCash, or for whatever reason I have a need for cash, I don't want to use DCash, I can simply go to a merchant teller and ask them to exchange my DCash for physical cash. Similarly, if I want to buy DCash, I can give them physical cash and they give me DCash. So they are simply exchanging. And by the way, the exchange is 1-to-1. There are no charges. There should be no charges. So please note, no merchant teller should be deducting any commissions or anything from your money. If you give them 50 EC physical dollar, your balance on your wallet should be 50 digital currency. So please remember that. So those are what those 3 terms represent.
Okay, thank you. Now you are going to walk us into how it is we download the DCash, and you're going to explain for us the 2 types of wallets, the value-based wallets, and where can we get the value-based wallet, and also the registered-based wallet.
All right, so before I do that, it might be instructive to speak a little bit about the objectives of this product, why ECCB brought this product to the market in terms of developing a pilot at this time. And the two main objectives were to increase financial inclusion. We know that there are many barriers right now to get a bank account with a commercial bank. And so we wanted to increase financial inclusion by removing the barriers that exclude persons within the ECCU from obtaining financial goods and services and using the existing financial services. We want to help them to improve their lives by having access to this. We're speaking about the underbanked, those persons who have bank accounts but are not able to obtain some of the services by banks, because not everybody with a bank account will be able to do certain things at a bank. And we have the unbanked, which are those who are not able to have a bank account because of all the different restrictions. And mind you, those restrictions are not the bank being biased, but they are restrictions that are required by our international partners and international regulators. And because we want to have this harmonious relationship, because we need to have these harmonious relationship, the banks have to apply these restrictions to their services. And so we recognize that, but we still want our citizens to be able to access financial services, be able to do things in a digital form. And so we have come into this product development and implementation where we feel that this could bridge that gap. And also we want to reduce the amount of physical cash that is used within the economies.
Most important.
We use a lot of cash. We use a lot of cash. And mind you, cash is not cheap. You handle cash every day, but to get that cash from the ECCB level, from the commercial bank level, moving cash around the different islands, it is not cheap. And so we want to reduce, because every time the commercial bank incur a cost, they are going to pass it on to you. So we want to reduce that. We want to make your life better, less cash. You have it digitally, they can't charge you, right? They can't charge you.
We want to make it convenient for our customers, holistically.
Yes. Right. And so those are some of the reasons that the key objectives of the DCash project.
And I'm also seeing that if I'm a merchant, I would really want to buy in and be offering that DCash service, because as you speak about cash, the less physical cash my cashiers have in terms of counting, and even in terms of transporting to the commercial bank, it is a cost saving on the company, time saving, cost saving.
And safety. You don't want the less cash people know you carry around, nobody's going to try to rob you. Right? So it's all about safety. One of the main attractions to this product is the safety it offers, the comfort it offers you, that, people are going to think you have all this cash in your pocket. They're going to know you have your cell phone, but in order to access the cash, they're going to have to know your password to your device. And we will speak about a little bit more about that later on in the program. So we are using two types of wallets to bridge those barriers. The value-based wallet is what we call our retail wallet, and that's the wallet that the unbanked and the underbanked people can access. Even persons who have accounts at commercial bank can access this, and those are the persons we are calling underbanked. And so the value-based wallet will offer these persons the opportunity to have a monthly limit on their wallet of 1,000 EC up to 2,700 EC. And the registered base wallet will be offered through a commercial bank or a credit union once they are partnering with us. And it allows you to have a limit from 3,000 EC daily up to 25,000 EC daily. And of course, that will be dependent on the level of information that they have for you, the relationship that they have built over the years. The more they know about you, the more they're able to offer you higher limits so you can do more with your digital currency. So if you realize our value-based wallet is quite lower than the registered base wallet, because we do not have all that information on the unbanked persons doesn't have a lot of that information. That's why they're not able to have a bank account. But we still wanted to give them an opportunity. So we asked for basic information. So for a value-based wallet, you will have to go on the Android Play Store. You have your smart device. You know where the Play Store is. That's where you download all your applications, all your apps. So you go there, you type in DCash, the app with the big blue DCash, big blue D, cash will come up, and you would download it, install it on your phone, and you would be asked, do you want to sign up with a code or without a code? Now you will choose the option without a code. Now the app is going to ask you certain questions. It's going to ask you some information about your name, where you live, your age, etc. Just basic information so we can know more about you. And then it's going to say, take a selfie. So it's going to allow you to use your phone at the same time throughout the process to take a selfie of you. And then it's going to say, give me a government issued ID. Scan a government issued ID for me. And once you scan that you will submit those information. Those information will go to Big Edge. Big Edge is going to receive that information. The system will do some initial evaluation, and then send that to Big Edge. And Big Edge now is responsible for reviewing that application, ensuring that you meet all the criteria, that you're a citizen of an ECCU country. If you're in Dominica and you want a wallet in Dominica, you must be residing in Dominica, and your selfie must match the photo on your government issued ID. The age and name information you submitted should match what is on your ID. So a lot of different compliance things that Big Edge will go through to determine what your eligibility to obtain a wallet. Once that is good, you will get your wallet with an instant limit of $1,000. No, that's just the limit. In order to use your wallet, you need now to go to a merchant teller. And the merchant said, merchant teller, I want $1,000 on my wallet. I'm giving you 1,000 cash, physical cash, put digital currency on my wallet. Once you have that, you're free to go and buy goods and services, send money to persons in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, wherever DCash is already, you're able to do transfers or pay for goods and services online in those countries and so on. From a value-based perspective,
before you move on to the value-based perspective, let me ask Big Edge, because you said once they are proved to be a user from the value-based, that's the Big Edge perspective, they will go to a merchant teller. I'm asking Big Edge whether Big Edge 2 will be that merchant where they can give Big Edge the larger share.
No.
So Big Edge will not be
a merchant teller. No.
They must go to a merchant teller.
Yes, Big Edge will not be a merchant teller. They have not agreed to be a merchant teller. They can be a merchant teller, by the way, but Big Edge, I guess, will make that decision whether later on if they want to take on that role. But they are allowed to.
But definitely our customers will be advised as to which companies are merchant tellers.
Correct. Yes.
And I guess eventually Big Edge will definitely come on board as a merchant teller.
Yeah.
So the customer's interaction with Big Edge is really Big Edge doing the verification to approve them as a value-based user.
Yeah, and the thing is, they will never meet Big Edge unless they want to move from that initial $1,000 to a tier 2. They will never physically meet anybody in Big Edge. They will never have a need to go into Big Edge office unless they want to apply for the tier 2 level. So the value base have 2 levels, a tier 1, which is $1,000 instantly. And if you want to go up to $2,700, you have to apply and provide more information about yourself. And you will go into Big Edge and say, hey, I want to apply for tier 2 DCash, and Big Edge will tell you what information they need, what documents they need, which is probably just another piece of ID. Mm-hmm. Right? Okay, and you will,
Okay, and then before we move on, because on the last program, we had some people confusing the DCash with the Big Edge services that they offer, which is loans, right? Doctor?
Yes.
So, Doctor, feel free to inform our listeners that your role with DCash has nothing to do with your loan part of your business. I think she's frozen, so she might be having some internet issues. For the customers that were wondering, when you get the... Oh, can you hear me, Antonella?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so go ahead.
No, it is our role with DCash and our role as Big Edge providing loans. They are totally different. Mm-hmm. DCash is a completely different aspect with what we do. So customers will continue to come to Big Edge to transact, to get their payday loans. That's one. And with DCash, that's totally different. As we said, it's a digital wallet. So the persons who want to have access to the service, they can easily, as we said, download the app. They send the information to Big Edge, we process it, and we will get back to them.
Okay, so Big Edge is dealing with the processing aspect.
The processing aspect.
Value-based users.
Right.
So people that want a value-based wallet, they do not have an account at the National Bank of Dominica.
Definitely.
It's an opportunity for you to get some of Big Edge services, to know more about Big Edge services, and you can use your DCash wallet to pay Big Edge.
Well, but that's the plan. Anthony will tell us about that.
Actually, I'm happy you said that, because we have some customers in the region where ECCB has launched DCash, And I've spoken to several of them, and they have already downloaded the DCash app. And because they have the need to pay for their loans in Dominica, and also to send monies to their family and friends. So they are ready. Some of them have downloaded the app, and they are quite excited because they think that this will allow them the opportunity to transfer funds without having to pay for fees.
Yes.
So really and truly, all in all, I think DCash is a very great initiative, and our customers, they're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Again, it's all about the convenience.
Yes.
So we move on now. So that's the value-based wallet.
Yes.
They said the monthly limit for starters is $1,000 a month. You can transact up to $1,000 a month. And to go to tier 2, you would have to go into Big Edge and request a higher limit of $2,700 a month. So that's people without any bank account. What is required for both? You need an ID, you need a smartphone, you need an email address, and these are really the requirements. Then we move on now to the registered base wallet. As the name said, registered, which is where National Bank of Dominica comes in. So you can go ahead and explain to us what's the registered base wallet.
So the registered base wallet, Sharma, is what National Bank will be offering to their existing customers, right? Or customers who are able to open an account without any problems, right?
New customers. We are open to new and existing customers.
So once you qualify to have an account, feel free to run into National Bank. And National Bank is the first on. So if you want DCash, you got to get to National Bank, right?
Correct.
As a registered base user.
Yes.
As a registered base user.
So
Abel, what we would like you to tell us is whether those of us that are already customers of National Bank and we are waiting for DCash to be available in Dominica for us to download the app, we would like you to tell us whether we'll be able to use our popular Mo Banking to fill in our DCash wallet.
That is correct, Shima. It's going to be pretty easy. All you have to do is to add DCash as a merchant, and you pay your merchant, and your wallet will be topped up.
Okay, good. And we'll we also be able to, from our DCash wallet, transfer funds to our National Bank account?
In order to transfer funds to your wallet from your wallet to your National Bank account, you simply send in a request. You can contact us via email, via phone, or even visit us at the bank, and we will be able to do that transfer for you.
Okay, so
yes, because there is no integration between the two systems at the moment, so it's not automatic just yet. So just you use any secure method that you communicate with the National Bank with currently. When you send instructions to them to debit your account, you use that same method to do that. But for you to do all of that, you need to first visit National Bank and say, hey, I need to have a DCash wallet. And they're going to send you a code, right?
Correct.
Alien. And you're going to use that code to download a wallet and all of that and get your wallet. They're going to
But before we move there, because Abel is going to tell us, we're trying to not encourage people to physically visit the bank. So Elian will explain that to us.
Okay, so in order to sign up for register-based wallet, first you have to obtain a code from NBD. You can contact us again via email, via telephone. We will provide the information at the end of the session, so you can get all that information. You can also visit the branch, but we're trying to limit that. Contact us via Facebook, WhatsApp. We have all the virtual mediums available to you. Once you have that code, you can then go through the process which Ms. Childs explained. You complete your DCash registration form. You input your personal information such as your name, your contact number, and then your application will be submitted to NBD. Once we receive your application, we review, then you will be on board for DCash. Even when you apply for the wallet, you can see your processes, your steps as you go along. So you will see that you are registered, you will see that your application is pending, and you will also see when your application is approved.
Nice.
Good. Go ahead, Charles.
I was gonna say Dominica is a very good use case for DCash simply because of the agriculture sector and the way the economy is made up, the sectors of the economy. You have the farmers, the fishermen. That's big. That's an informal sector of our economies which we at ECCB have not been able to capture. Even at the departments, the statistics departments in the various countries, we have not been able to capture the contributions to the GDP, the gross domestic product, right? Because they use a lot of cash. They don't keep records. And so because we have not been able to capture that, we are not really telling a true picture of what our economy is, or what the contributors of our economies are. And so with digital currency, we envision the farmers are going to have a DCash wallet, the fishermen. So if you're driving down the road, you see some good fish, you stop, you use your DCash, you scan, you pay, they get their DCash. So we are able now to use our DCash system to get that data in order to inform us which industries we need to be channeling.
As you speak of the informal sector, that is actually the plan, because I'm thinking heading home with no lajachesh, we call lajachesh, that is hard cash, physical cash, with no lajachesh in my wallet.
Oh, that's the Creole?
Yes. That's Creole for physical cash. So for our people to understand, without having that lajachesh, but you're on your way home, and then I'm seeing fish at Fonkole, and then fish in Masak, and fish in Maho, and I'm like, only if I had money. Okay. So the plan will be to have all my fisher folks come on to DCash. So when I stop, I can stop and get my fish with no issue, whether or not I have physical cash.
So Shema, I'm glad you brought this up. So it is very important to add that we need all our merchants to come on board for DCash. In order for you to have that digital wallet and funds transferred non-cash, you need to become a merchant.
And that is the call. And we're going to use the next couple minutes to really inform the merchant why it is important that they come on board. I know some of the issues they have been having, because sometimes we go to a merchant and we ask, do you take credit or debit card? And they would say no, because it's so costly. They have that 3% to pay, which they do not want to have to pay. We are telling them now with DCash, there is no fees assigned to using DCash. So here is the opportunity. First, Abel, you will encourage them, and then we will move on to Charles to tell them why they need to come on board. So take the first go, Abel.
Oh, definitely, no problem. I mean, DCash is another way to serve customers, okay? And especially if you have an account with NBD. Now, remember, we haven't mentioned this as yet. To be a merchant, you have to have a wallet with a financial institution that is National Bank. Okay, so once you have that account with National Bank and you have your business, you can become a merchant. It's simple. The process is you download your app in the same store, either your Apple or your Android store, and you look for the DCash merchant app. So there are two apps that we want to explain to our users. There's one for our customers and there's one for our merchants. Okay, so if you're interested in becoming a merchant, you download that app. You receive the code from NBD and you submit your application. It's the same process. All right, it's simple, it's going to be quick, it's going to be convenient for our users. Once you become a merchant, you will receive branded material, so you can put up your sign saying you accept DCash. Okay, and our customers, I'm sure they will be definitely excited when they can see that sign go up. We accept DCash.
And before you come in, Charles, what we also want to inform them, because what we learned from the last program is that if you're registering as a merchant, it's advisable that you use your business email address to register, because you will also be required, or you may also want to register as a user. And so you would need to use a different email address to register as a user. So that little part we want to
and also, just to add as a reminder, your email is going to be unique to you. So you can only use your email address once when applying for DCash. So if you're going to apply for a registered base wallet at National Bank, you use your email that is linked to NBD. Or if that email is not assigned at NBD, we don't have that information, feel free to visit the bank or to contact us so that we can update your information on the system. All right. But if you want to have a wallet, a value-based wallet that is with Big Edge, if you want to have both, you would have to use a separate email address to get that value-based wallet.
So your email is the unique identifier. And so we are letting people know in advance so they can be aware of what is required. You must have an email address. You must have a smart device. You must have a photo ID. If you are using the National Bank registered base wallet, your information is already there. So that is okay. If you're going through the value-based wallet where you do not have a National Bank account, then you would have to provide an ID when you're using the app. So Charles, continue and tell us what are the benefits to the merchants for signing on to DCash and giving their customers another opportunity, another option in terms of accessing their goods and services.
Okay, so I don't want to scare anybody. You have, I guess, National Bank will offer the service of merchant service to larger businesses. But we don't want to leave out. Remember, we want to target those small and medium enterprises, those farmers and so on. They're not necessarily going to have an account with National Bank, but they can use their value-based wallet to perform those, to collect money from persons. So don't feel daunted that if you don't have an account or can't get an account with National Bank, just sign up for the value-based wallet as a fisherman, as a farmer, your same user wallet, people can pay you because you're not going to be collecting that much money like other businesses, right? So feel free to download the once you have that, as you have that, and I come to buy my goods and services, we just scan our phones. You just tell me, I just send the money to you immediately. You're going to see me paying you. You're not going to have to call tomorrow to see whether the transaction went through. Immediately before you give me your fish or your bananas or your plantains, you are going to see the money coming to your wallet. You're able to get your money, so you give me my goods, I go my way, I thank you, please, and next day it continues. If you have accumulated a lot of money in your wallet and you want to cash it out so that you can, use it for other things, you can do that as a merchant seller. But it's really, really good. I mean, Dominica sends a lot of agricultural produce, for instance, to St. Kitts and Nevis. So people buy these things. These St. Kitts and Nevis citizens can pay you via your wallet. So it's very important. So now they don't have to incur a charge with a bank. And by the way, we are not competing with commercial banks. We are in no way trying to cut out the services of the bank. We are just offering another solution
to customers. Yes, we are making it convenient for everyone.
Right, because I mean, in the Caribbean, we're way behind in terms of our payment services product, how we are able to pay for our goods and services. We are trying to catch up in a sense. So we are trying to, this is one way, this is just another option for you. You can use it or you can continue to use. And there will be cases where the digital wallet cannot be used. For instance, you're not able to send money overseas via your digital wallet. Overseas meaning outside of the ECCB. So you will still need a bank. And you will still need the money services like MoneyGram and so on. So we'll be partnering with those companies also. And by the way, we are hoping to get them on board so that when you get your money from your nanny in England, they don't have to go. You don't have to go and line up in MoneyGram in these long lines. MoneyGram will call you. We have money for you. How do you want it? You say digital currency. You share your information with them, they send your money to you. You don't have to go in the line. So these are some of the use cases we are trying to build out to see how we can make your life better in a convenient way. So as a merchant, it's important for you to have, don't see yourself as nobody bigger than you now, because what the big merchant can do, you can do. You can get your money via the smartphone now too. So all of us on the same level right now. So not because I sell fish and you sell beds and furniture, you are better than me now. No, because my customers can pay me digitally. I have my money digitally. Nobody have to come down to the seashore to rob me. My money doesn't get wet up and damaged because it's on my phone. So
at the end of the day, the goal is to grow in
Yes.
terms of
Yes.
DCash. And we just want to remind our listeners that you can use DCash anywhere, wherever your location is. Yes, DCash operates within the ECCU and hopefully soon among the 8 countries. But let's say you're overseas and you need to transfer funds to your friend's wallet. I want to send funds to Mrs. Doctrove or Mrs. Charles, and I'm in the US and they're in their home country. I can easily do that through DCash.
So yes, that brings up a very important point. If you're overseas, you can also have a DCash wallet. If you have an account with National Bank, by the way, you must have an account with National Bank and able to fund your wallet through National Bank. You know, sometimes you're overseas and you have bills to pay at home. You have a house at home. You have a house, a business where you rent homes and so on. You want people to be paying you your money and so on. So you can use DCash to do those things. No longer you have to tell somebody, go MoneyGram and collect this and pay all my light bill, my water bill, and so. I can do that with my DCash wallet. I have money at National Bank, so I send a certain amount of money to National Bank via money transfer, and I can use that now to do my own individual. So I don't have to. I wonder if the man stole my money and didn't pay my light bill this month. I can do that for myself. So overseas persons, you're not left out, but you must have an account with an institution within the ECCU.
But even I'm thinking, even without an account, if you come home to Dominica for Creole Festival or for Carnival, you can actually go in, well, not go in, but download the app and get a value-based wallet.
Just so for the time,
I want to help my family in Dominica. I live in the United States. I upload my wallet with, let us say, 500, my value-based wallet from Big Edge. I uploaded $500 or $1,000, and I know within that time, I can help whoever I want to help. I can send somebody $100 on their DCash wallet as a birthday gift. I can do a lot of things, even from not being in Dominica and not having to go and stand in line. So the opportunities are endless.
Right.
What we need to also let the merchants know is that, and the users, DCash, to use DCash, you must have data or Wi-Fi on your smart device. So it is not just having the smart device. Data or Wi-Fi is a pre-requirement to be able to use DCash. And so it's an opportunity too for businesses to have a Wi-Fi available, Wi-Fi access for your customers. Have it available, so if they come in and they do not have data on their phone, they can simply log on to your Wi-Fi service and pay you using, because all of that is having customer relations and having opportunities for your customers to do business with you. So it's very important that the businesses, we need them to come on board, because the only way DCash is going to be a success, and hopefully the ECCB will continue on with it, is based on usage. So if we have many people across Dominica and across the ECCU using this service, then it will show that there's a need for the service, and so we will continue with the service. The question
I was about to, I'm just reinforcing what Sherman said, because I was about to say that, because what makes DCash very unique, what would really make DCash very unique is the effectiveness of the usage. So the more persons we have on board, that is how persons are going to see the benefits and the effectiveness of DCash. So, you know, I really want to encourage our residents. We launch as of November month end. I want to encourage persons to get their email addresses on, get it ready, and prepare to download the app, so you know they can derive the benefits of DCash when it comes live.
Thanks for that. And when we are speaking about users, really anybody can use DCash. I'm thinking of the average household. So a husband, wife, or probably just a single mother with 2 children of high school age. You put DCash on your child's phone. Your child is able to leave, pay the bus driver,
school meals,
using the phone, go to school, pay the person selling snacks with the phone, or go to buy lunch, pay using the phone, and go to the movies and go to buy any fast food they want and return home on the bus, only having their phone in their hand.
And so you can monitor. You can monitor your children.
My wallet was in that pocket and my phone was in the other pocket, and then in playing, won't end up losing. No, because they only have to concentrate on having their phone secure, because their wallet is on their phone and their phone is there to communicate with their parents, and that's what it is. Go
And
ahead,
just to
Abel.
add, by chance, if you end up losing your phone, this does not mean that your wallet is lost. Okay? All you have to do, your wallet can be deactivated. Contact your bank, contact your agent, and let us know. Your wallet will be deactivated. And as soon as you get your new wallet, you can access your new phone, you can access your wallet again. Okay? It's just the app that you would have lost, but not access to your funds.
So in order for you to lose your money on your wallet, it means you would have shared your wallet password with somebody. Please do not do that. Your wallet is your money. It's like your bank account. So keep it safe. Keep your password only to yourself. So if you lose your phone, you don't lose your money unless somebody can access the app and able to go and transfer or pay for goods and services.
And compare that to you losing your physical wallet from your pocket, and that's it. Bye-bye. But if you lose your phone, your wallet is still safe. Now, I'm making a call to some of the businesses in Dominica, because to pay their customers, some of them have to go through the commercial bank and they may have to pay a fee and all of that. DCash is a good way to pay your employees. So you can pay your employees, especially if if you're paying the lower limits. You can have all of your employees paid using DCash, and their money is available right in the palm of their hands. They can do whatever it is they want on their wallet.
And another good feature of DCash is it maintains your history. So you can go back and look at your transactions.
So we are going to use it to do our budgeting.
And may I add also, there's no minimum limit to DCash. You can go as low as $5 if you wish.
So sometimes we go into a supermarket and they tell us, hey, unless you spend $20, you can't use a card. Not with DCash. If I want one bread that costs $1, I can use my DCash to pay you.
Excellent.
Right? You're free to use it. Thank you. Thank you all these are reasons why we're asking the businesses to come on board. The only way DCash can be successful is if we have mass usage all over. Go ahead.
So for those smaller businesses who have challenges going to a bank to get a loan, they have an account with a bank, but they are not able to get a loan because the bank is going to ask you, as a business, I need to see your cash flow. What have you been collecting from your business over? What do you intend to collect over a period? So we need some financial information from you in order to know whether it's viable to give you this loan. And you're not able to get the loan because you don't have that. You come in, somebody come in, they pay for their hair, you put the money and whatever, you don't keep records. With DCash wallet, this allows you to do proper financial management. And so when you go to the bank, you're able to download that history. From this period to this period, this is what I collect from clients. This is what I paid out for goods and services relating to my business. So I'm not now able to use that data to produce a cash flow statement to present. So it allows you to do so much that you couldn't do as a small business. This is very attractive and good, beneficial to you. Grab your DCash wallet. Please be ready to utilize DCash. Tell persons, hey, I don't want cash. Pay me via DCash.
That's right.
That helps you to generate that information about you. It helps you to see where you're spending too much, where you need to improve on, where, that sort of information. You see it instantly. The history is always there.
And as you're saying, I do not have cash, or I do not want cash. I'm actually saying that all of my godchildren and anybody I have to give anything for Christmas, rest assured, you will not be getting large ashes from me. You're going to have to download the DCash app. If I decide to give you anything, it will be via DCash.
I like that, Shuma. I like that.
And that's the way, and they probably say, so the people on the street begging, what they're going to need, a smartphone and whatever it is. But I know once we launch DCash in Dominica, I will not be using Lajachesh and I will not be using physical cash to pay for anything. So anybody that may need any $5 from me, you're going to have to download DCash. Why? Because it is free, it is simple, you get your money right away, it is contactless, so you can be wherever you are. And so my son is at home and I am in town and he needs to go. And I say, usually I would say, just hold on for me. I'm under the cliff in Kenfield. I'm coming. So for me to be able to give him that $20 so he can go down to town. No, but I just say, check your phone. I send the money on your phone. So I'm just in all the ways. Now let us talk about the security. We have just 9 minutes to go. How secure it is, because that is everybody question. And I don't mind using it, but I'm afraid of those hackers and the internet. How secure is DCash?
So DCash uses a blockchain technology, and it's the blockchain technology we use is not an open source. So we use a privately permissioned blockchain. So not everybody has access to this network. So in order for you to be a part of DCash, you would have to apply, and we will have to actually approve or accept you to be a part of the pilot, right? So that is how safe it is. And we have embedded, as I mentioned, all of the compliance requirements or regulatory requirements, different cyber security requirements are embedded within this product. We took a while before we actually brought this product, the pilot, onto the market, because we wanted to be sure that our product was very secure. Remember, it is the digital currency. We are very protective of our EC. We have one of the strongest dollar in the world. And so we are very conservative at the ECCB. We are very particular, as the people will say, we are very careful with the EC. We do not want any reputational risk. We do not want a reduction in the value of our currency. We are currently pegged to the US at a fixed rate for a number of years, and we want to maintain that relationship. It shows the strength of the dollar. So anything that hinders any of those aspects is going to be, we are going to be very protective of it, right? And so we ensured that this product we're bringing to market, it is very safe. Now, in order, as I said, for you to look, because we guarantee such strength in this product, we are saying if you lose your money, if you are in a transaction and for any infrastructure failure at all, we would reimburse you, because we are so confident that that this is not going to happen, and not for any large amount. Any infrastructure failure that makes you lose any or part of your balance on your wallet, we would refund you. But if you are going to be careless, and if you're going to not have a password to your smartphone, or not have and also not have a password to your wallet, and persons are able to access it, that's your negligence, and we will not be refunding you for that. So please bear that in mind. So the product is very, 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 very safe and secure.
Good. Because as you say, it's not a matter of you wash your foot and come. To be part of that DCash community, you have to be approved. So whether you're approved by National Bank or whether you're approved by Big Edge, we have that information.
And Shoma, everybody that's on the platform is known. We don't have any anonymous persons on the platform. So anything, we can go back and we can trace transaction, we can trace activity. We have embedded in there, even for politically persons, pet persons, right? Alien,
yes,
we have those embedded within it. It's the same way if you go to a commercial bank for a product, it's the same way that National Bank is going to assess you for the DCash. Any transaction via DCash, National Bank are going to assess you to make sure you meet all those same strict requirements that they currently have. It's like another product.
Good.
And the value-based wallet, we have looked at all the risks involved, and that's why we have set those limits based on the risk tolerance that we have for the at that level. We figure that those limits will prevent some activities that we envision, because we will not be doing daily monitoring or ongoing monitoring. It's set in the system that within that limit, we don't see much risk of those activities happening.
Because for the value base, we are talking about $1,000 a month, and the highest is $2,700 a month. So that's understandable. So we're wrapping up, but some things we want to leave our listeners with. To be part of the DCash community, you must have a unique email address. That will be your unique identifier. So you must have a unique email address. you must have internet access. So on your phones, you will either have data or Wi-Fi service connection. So you must have internet. You must have a smart device. So whether it's your phone or your tablet, but a smart device you will have, and you will be required to have an ID when you're doing the value-based sign-up. Those doing the registered base, because National Bank would have already have all of your information, then that will be fine. So this is what is required. We said it is safe, it is contactless, it is secure, and that's all the reasons why you need to come on board. Next week, we are still going to have more educational programs. On Tuesday from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, we will be on DBS Radio and Kyrie FM. And next week, Friday, we will return right here on Q95 and Vibes Radio. We encourage you to visit our website so you can give them that information at the end of the program, Charles. And we also encourage you to send in any questions you may have. So send your questions to 275, WhatsApp your questions to 275-8003, and we will answer your questions next week on the next radio programs. As we sign off, we are going to give everybody an opportunity, 30 seconds or so on. Eliane, go ahead.
Yes, Alian. Okay. And just to add, NBD looks for many ways to serve our customers, and DCash is another way so that we can continue to be your partner and your bank. If you need to contact us to find out more information, feel free to do so. You can contact us via email at customersupport@nbd.dm. You can reach us as phone 255-2300. You can WhatsApp us at 265-2300. Feel free to visit our Facebook page. You can send us a message on Messenger. Our page's name is National Bank at Dominica Limited. And you can also visit our website, nbdominica.com. And finally, you can also visit the DCash website at dcashec.com. Thank you for having us.
Pleasure. Abel. Doctor?
Okay. All right. I would just like to take this opportunity to thank the ECCB for introducing DCash to the Dominican financial landscape. Big Edge is proud to be part of this initiative and to serve mostly the unbanked citizens. We see this as a means of elevating our people and providing financial inclusion. I would also like to encourage our residents, as I said earlier, to get ready, ensure that they have an email address. And so as soon as DCash goes live in November, they can take advantage of this exciting DCash journey. I just want to thank everyone on the panel this morning. I found it was very interesting. And thanks, and everybody have a blessed day.
Thank you, Dr.
All right, so in wrapping up, I just want to remind you that DCash, you can make payments very easy. It's 3 simple steps. You access your wallet, you make your payment, and you see your instantaneous confirmation. The money come off your phone, or you receive your money instantly. 3 simple steps. And where you can get more information from our ECCB Connect Facebook page, and we also have a YouTube channel, ECCB Connect. Just type the types in the search box for those channels, and you'll get loads of information. But we also have a dedicated DCash website, which is www.dcashec.com. On that website, you'll get frequently asked questions with responses, brochures, videos, etc. You'll get all the other information. You could click on the different islands to see who are accepting DCash, so that if you want to do business with them online, you can, be prepared and prepare yourself. So lots of information. Anything you want to know, check our website, www.dcashec.com. And don't forget to tune into our other programs coming up this week, next week, in Dominica, to continue to learn and educate yourself regarding DCash and prepare to be a part of this innovative. We are the first in the region, the first central bank to present a digital version of their EC dollar. And so we want you to be a part of this groundbreaking experience.
Thank you, ladies. I'm very excited for the whole DCash movement. We know it is free, it is simple, it is instant, it is contactless, and it is secure. What else can we ask for? So we will join you again next week as we bring you more information on DCash. Thank you very much, listeners of Q95 and Vibes Radio. Have a pleasant day.
And thank you, Sherman John from ECCB and the rest of the panel. And next year, Dominica, Creole Hatbit on your favorite station.
Friday, November 12th, on Creole Hatbit, Julius Gabriel Handbag is the guest for the full hour from 11 to 12. The independent candidate, his symbol, the bird. Hey, stars.